he comes in and I fade out, okay? I'm just going to hit, and then I'm going to come back through. We looked at Versata, coming in here. Now what happens if he swings, and all I do is get out of the way? All right, so he's come through now, but where's my target? What just presented itself? The tricep. So what am I going to do? Here. In this case, I don't need to come up here. Because I've got, right now, here's my tricep. I'm going to come in. And once again, my mind goes to the bone. I'm still going to follow through, and I'm going to get my cut. I can leave the bicep out of it because it's no longer a target. All right? If it's no longer a target, don't force your targets. Go with what presents itself. And in this case, he went, oh, that's it. He wants to come back, and I'm just going to meet him. Now I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to get my cut going, and then I'm going to go. You will find, notice as I'm dropping my weight and sinking as I move, it'll provide greater stability, it'll provide greater, in my mind, greater speed, take it out, but it also gives me much more power into the mobility cut. This mobility cut for the leg is actually the one that really saves your life. Okay? He can drop the knife between these cuts. He may not be able to use his hand. I don't know if he has anything else that he wants to throw or hit or sticks. I don't know. It's a good chance that I'm going to be safe there. But that mobility cut means he's no longer coming after me, or when that drops. And because this is self-defense, self-protection, then we're looking at getting away. Otherwise, once I get there, then yes, it presents all kinds of other targets, because now he's lost a lot of his tools. All right?
Fighter can't move.
Exactly. So, but we're not going to go into determination stuff. This is all about non-lethal. All right? So what we're going to do now is, first one, I got the pass, that was it. Second one, I got Versata. Now, I moved, and I got to come in. Okay? Now you know why this hand is here, right? Because I just went here, and where's this coming in? I got the cut, but he's coming right in here. That's why your live hand has to be here. Now I can push him, now I can get this. If I come up, if I step in front, not that any of y'all have been doing this, but if I go step in front of him, I know I mentioned this earlier, where's his knee in relation to my knee? He can buckle me. All right? Now, if you train with me, you also know you've got an answer here. It's called a facet or a back sweep that you can also do. All right? Most people, when they have a blade, are thinking that this is where their focus is. All right? You have to remember, this is your tool. You're still the weapon, of course. So don't forget, you have another hand. You have knees, feet, elbows, along with your blade. Incorporate all of them in what you do. All right? So once again, for this, that's where I'm coming in. I'm nice and neat, and I can get my cut. If I want to be a little bit more, I can do it for more. We're not doing lethal, so I'm going to stay on over here. And get that. There I go. All right? All right. Play. So essentially, we've kind of done the same thing, just with a few little variations. All right? So we had, whoops, I was surprised, no live hand. Versata, we had live hand. We did the follow, okay? And all that is working as we normally like to do if something's coming in from this angle one. And for those of you who may not know, this is our angle one, it's just a forearm, okay? Number two is the backhand. Number three is going to be anything that comes in along this horizontal line. It can be palm up, it can be palm down. It's anything that comes along this horizontal line. 4 is anything that comes along this horizontal line. 5 is a straight in. Now, from you should remember we have 6, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9. We won't really get into a lot of the other ones. Most of the angles that come in with knife is 1, 2, 3, and 5. Most common attacks are 1, 2, 5. Those are the most common attacks. Eventually we train for all of it, and because we want to make sure that we have a comfort level and a skill with everything. But there's times we'll train coming up here and here, but the concepts won't change a whole lot. Once you understand the concepts of 1 and 2, and really 1, 2, and 5, then you will find the openings for everything else. And we'll train on them, we just kind of know that once the concepts are down, you apply those concepts to any of those angles that's coming at you. The only thing you have to remember is we're doing it all nice and slow here, and on the street it does happen fairly fast. So, but this is beginning class here, and then for some of you that have been doing this for a bit, make it intermediate, and just by closing everything up. All right. When we get into a lot of like knife stuff, the blade is almost always at a 45, pointing in towards your opponent, pointing in goes to the bad guy. All right. I say that because I see people, and I even watch some videos where all of a sudden they're dropping this blade down here. And I'm going, now, unless you're baiting, and that's what you're intending to do.
Or still hiding.
Yeah. Now, especially with Silat, they'll come in, and everything will be here. You won't see it coming. They'll come here, they'll be working, and all of a sudden, they'll slide in. Everyone will notice, and all of a sudden, they're in. So, there are things when it comes into knife fights. What we're doing right now is how do we protect ourselves in this time. And we've been working to the outside, which is proper. It's what we like to do even in our striking arts, right? Work to the outside. You don't always get that luxury. So we do need to look at what can we do if I'm coming in on the inside of him. Because if he's coming in with this angle